Right, as you can tell by the clock behind me on King's Cross Station and in the distance there, at St Pancras Station, just behind the trees, it is roughly 7:15, and I'm going to go for a little walk around King's Cross to the southeast of the station, and that is the front of King's Cross Station now. As you can see across the road, that place is called the Scala, and I would say, I don't know, roughly around the late 90s, early noughties, I used to go and see rock bands in there. I would probably say, yeah, the noughties, but you never know, might have been earlier or later. This is the bottom of Caledonian Road. Or the Cali, as a lot of people call it in these parts. Well, this has got no name. I suppose I'll be able to check it on a map later. I'll just see if there's anything down here worth looking at. I don't think so. I don't even think it's a street. It didn't say I couldn't enter, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, nothing here. A used condom on the floor, nice. You know what this has been used for. I mean, looking at this you wouldn't think so, but King's Cross has really cleaned up its act. Well, when I was a kid, King's Cross was a byword for, well, sleaze, and it was probably one of the, if not the most notorious red light district in London, and it's absolutely not that anymore, not that I know of anyway. Right, so that's Pentonville Road up there, going up towards Angel. As you know, I've just walked down now, or up from down now, and that is King's Cross down now. Let's try not to get killed by cyclists. And this is the top of King's Cross Road. Honest burgers, honest Gov. Let's try and get that whole corner in view and perspective. There's so much clutter and, what do you call it, street furniture. It's in the way of everything. Got to be careful here because I've got traffic all around me. So we've now entered King's Cross Road. As it says up there on that sign, which is old because it's still saying the Borough of St Pancras, which doesn't exist anymore. St Chad's Place. I will have a walk down there. I just wanted to see this church over here. And that monstrosity attached to the side of this building. I mean, I don't know, it looks odd, doesn't it? Who am I to judge? Oh, this is obviously the back of the church. I suppose the front is in Pentonville Road there. Okay, alright, well not much to see here. I'll go down St Chad's Place. Which, to tell you the truth, until a few days ago, I didn't really know existed. Caught ya! So yeah, it's a nice little passage. Didn't even know this was here. Up until a couple of days ago. What's it going to bring us out onto? Nothing. Turn left into what? So that up the top there is going to bring us out onto Gray's Inn Road. Back at the travel lodge there. And I reckon, I don't know, let's have a look over here. I reckon this is probably looking over at the train tracks. Is it? Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can get a train. There's a train coming through. Or is it the underground? It must be the underground. I don't know how much of that you would have seen. Look at that, someone's driven into that. Don't know how much of that you would have seen with a fence in the way, but I'll see later when I look back on it. That's the other side there too. Not much to see here really. There's no blue plaques around, and there's no little alleyways. Well, apart from that one I went down, there's not many of them. But this is Leek Street, so that will take us back onto King's Cross Road. Yeah, I suppose I could walk down Leek Street, because there's not much to see here really. Just the backs of hotels and offices, and yeah, not much. Let's walk up here. Let's go back down to King's Cross Road. So yeah, we're back onto King's Cross Road, and that is the back of the church that I see there. Might as well look at this little terrace here, because they look of an age. Field Street, not much down there either. Central London Music Studios, The Joint. There's nothing down here, nothing at all really. Dog-eared Films. Rather steep steps up to 181. I think I'm going to have to forward these bits up. Haircut unparalleled, I think that says. Talk about blow your own trumpet. It's unparalleled, this haircut. Right, so this is Wicklow Street. And as you can see from the flags in the window of the Northumberland Arms, the Five Nations, or sorry, the Six Nations these days, the Six Nations is on. It's the French, Welsh, Irish, English, Scottish and Italian flags. So yeah, there's really not much to see up this road. I'm going to walk back down Wicklow Street. Was it Wicklow Street? I think it was. Say back down, I haven't been up it yet, but I'm going to walk down Wicklow Street. It's nice on these old streets how they've retained all the old the cobbles on the streets. They're not very nice in wet weather when you brake sharp, but they retain a bit of old charm, I must say. Oh, look at that down there. I bet there wasn't a gate across there. Look, there's a cat. Hello, Key. The Cotter Spa Hotel. Never heard of that. Now that is a backstreet hotel in King's Cross. If ever I saw one. I suppose I should cross the road here so that you can get these buildings in view that I'm not getting in. I've got them in view. Look at these. Derby Lodge, they're called. That's what it says on the wall there anyway, Derby Lodge. There's another cat in the window there. Bit of waste ground. You don't see much of that in London anymore. And another little bit of waste ground. I wonder how long this can stay waste ground in this day and age with all the development going on around here. I mean, the other side of King's Cross, the north of the station, it's unbelievable, the development that's going on. Look at that old chimney there. No doubt something to do with the underground, I should imagine. Now this wall is too high for me to see over, but I'm going to put the camera over the top and you can tell me whether there's anything to see over there. I wonder, I'll have to look later. I mean, how long is this building going to last? Oh, it's the back of the hospital. It just looks so dilapidated and run down. If that wasn't a hospital, or if the hospital moves out of it, I'm sure that building would be flattened. But the outpatients entrance has been bricked up. I'm sure that building would be flattened and a big new shiny office block put in its place. I'm quite sure. So we've made it full circle. We're back onto, oh no, this is Wicklow Street. We're crossing Britannia Street, which I haven't been down yet, but it doesn't look like it's worth walking down anyway. I'll have a little walk up there, I might end it up there. But that's St Chad's Place down the bottom there. This is where I walked up here from the other way. I walked up Leek Street, so I have already done this. So Britannia Street, whatever that is there, looks like the back of a church, but it don't say it is. Might be a chapel connected to the hospital. I'll end this walk up Britannia Street because I haven't been down there. Not really much to see here, to tell you the truth. Let's see what this old church building is. Yeah, don't say nothing. I mean, it looks like it might have been a church once upon a time. It's University College London Ear Institute. Let's see what we can see down Britannia Street. Oh, look at that building there. Look, it's obviously used for a different purpose now, but it says London General Omnibus Company Limited. We're back here, we're back to this car park. We was on the other side of that earlier. There's that old chimney there. I'll get a closer look at that. Unless I get chucked off the land. I just want to see what it is. It's probably connected with the underground or something, I should imagine. There's that wind again. I'd like to get a drone and go over the top of that. Maybe I can look on Google Maps or something. There's no plaque, no signs, no nothing on that. It's obviously been built up higher than what it was, because the bricks up there are newer bricks than the ones down the bottom. So we are coming up to the end of Britannia Street, and these are the backs of, was it Derby Buildings, or no, Derby Lodge. Yeah, I can just see it now. Yeah, that's it folks, I'm done with this walk. Not very exciting, not much to see apart from the chimney and a few old cobbled streets. It's pretty nondescript. Over and out.